Okay guys, so for situation, ano na tayo? Uy, palapit na tayo mayari. For situation 20 to 22. For situation 20 to 22, rewrite ko lang ulit yung problem natin. So, redraw. Okay. So, I hope, eto, ayan, sige. Ayan. And, ayan. Tapos, ang dimensions natin is sabi, this is 4 meters. This is also 4 meters. And we have this one. So, kung ngayon, napapansin nyo, is this symmetrical? Of course, this is symmetrical. Okay. And then, symmetrical in terms of the figure. But, tingnan natin kung symmetrical siya in terms of force. Kasi, yung force natin is directed doon papunta sa kanan. So, technically guys, magiging magkaiba yan. So, let's pangalan natin to. This is your A. This is your C. And this is your B. Oh, okay, sige. Para mas, unahin na siguro natin yung number 22. Okay. Guys, di ba sabi natin that yung force mo dapat is directly proportional doon sa may displacement niya. Tama? Ngayon, kung ang direction ng force mo, for example, ayan yung figure. Kung ang direction ng force mo is ganyan, technically, yung point na to, bababa, papunta dito. Tama? Ngayon naman, kung yung force mo is directed papunta doon, technically, yung point na to, pupunta naman papunta dito. Diba? So, kung yung number 22, which of the following provides the value of vertical displacement, the answer will be what? Of course, 0. No need to prove anything. Kung sinagot mo 0, tama ka. Okay? Kasi, okay, yung magiging displacement niyan is technically more on horizontal lang yung magiging shift niya. So, since nandun na tayo, guys, okay, tanggalin na natin ito. Okay? Since nandun na tayo, we have 30 kilonewton na 30 kilonewton na force regarding papunta sa kanan. Now guys, siguro much better if kunin muna natin siguro guys yung mga internal forces natin because yun yung kailangan natin in order to solve this problem, tama? So by free body diagram, sa tingin nyo guys, pag pinutol natin to dito, pinakawalan natin to dyan, hinila mo yan 30 kilonewton. Sa tingin mo, this is your A by the way, this is your B. Technically, this is our AC and this is our BC. Sa tingin mo guys, hihilahin mo siya papunta doon, tama? Papunta sa kanan. Sa tingin mo, ano yung gagawin ni AC? Para maibalik siya sa dating pwesto niya? Siyempre, hihilahin siya pabalik doon. Now guys, for example naman, hinila mo si Ace, pinutol mo dyan. Okay, pinutol mo dito. Okay, pinutol mo dyan. Ngayon, hihilahin mo siya ng 30 kilonewton pa kanan. Tingin mo, ano naman yung gagawin ni BC para ibalik siya sa dati niyang pwesto? Kapag sinabi mo guys na away from the joint ka, tutulungan mo pa si 30 kilonewton na ilayo yung joint C. So, ang gusto mo is ibalik siya sa dati niyang pwesto, kaya didiinan mo siya pabalik dyan. Nagigets nyo ba? I hope nagigets nyo yung idea na yun. So, that's basically, ganun lang naman mag-visualize ng pag-a-assume. O pwede ka mag-assume dito, technically, pwede ka mag-assume, wala namang problem dyan. Maiko-correct mo naman yan at the end of the Pero yun nga, mas time-consuming pa kasi, at saka prone pa sa error. So, kung alam mo kung paano magbe-behave yung particle mo in the applied forces, yung joint mo by the applied forces, at alam mo paano magre-react yung mga members mo with the applied forces, much better. Okay? So, ayun. Okay? And, ayan. So, ibig sabihin, ayan na. Isa-isolate lang siguro natin. Parang mali ako na doon ko nilagay. Okay? So, burahin ko lang. Okay? And then, i-isolate na lang natin sa free body diagram. So, this is your joint C. Okay? Okay. This is your AC and this is your BC. Tama? And this is, okay, pag ganyan pala yung assumption natin. O actually, pwede mo siyang i-remain as assumption kasi Nakadepende pa rin yan dito sa may applied force na ikakabit natin. Anyway, I believe this is tama na. Okay. Now guys, if this is the case, makakasanap na ba natin siya? Geometrically speaking, they are what? They are the same. Tama. Geometrically speaking, they are the same. So technically, pwede mo i-consider that AC is equal to BC. However, para mas conservative or mas totoo or mas true tayo sa solution natin, let's take AC and BC as different or have different values. Okay, if that's the case guys, I think given naman yung natin, no? So we have 3 vertical, 4 horizontal. So this will give us ilan? This will give us 5. 3, 4, 5 yung slope natin. Tama. So sige, sure natin 3 square plus 4 square is simply 5. Okay? So if that's the case, pwede natin gamitin yun. Okay? Pwede natin gamitin yun. This is 3, this is 4, and then this is 5. Same thing with dito. We have 3, 4, 5. Tama? So, na yun. Okay, pwede na tayo mag-summation forces vertical muna considering positive yung upward. Okay, is equal to 0. So, 0 is simply equal to AC multiplied by the slope. Ano yung slope niya? Pag vertical kinukuha natin, this is 3 over 5. Tama? Minus BC, tama? Which is 3 also 3 over 5. And guys, wala tayo ditong what do you call this? Wala tayo ditong vertical external force. So, let's leave it this way. Okay, so, or simplify pa natin siya or ikot lang natin. So, this is 3 over 5 AC minus 3 over 5 BC equal to 0. This will be your equation 1. Tama? Next, summation forces horizontal is simply equal to 0. Considering pakanan is positive. Pakanan. Rightward positive. Okay? So, I have 0 simply equal to AC. Tama? Which is pakaliwa ang AC na assumption natin. So, this will be negative AC 4 over 5. Same thing with our BC. Okay? We have negative BC. Also 4 over 5. And we have plus 30 kasi we have external force 30 kilonewton to the right. So, if we simplify natin to, ilipat natin tong papuntang kaliwa para maging positive. Tama? So, I have 4 over 5 AC minus 4 over, so plus 4 over 5 BC, okay, equal to 30. So, solving simultaneously, this is your equation 2. Pwede nyong i-set in terms of BC or in terms of AC, or pwede nyong i-calculate using mode 3.2, mode 3.2, mode 5.2 pala, sorry, mode 5.1, mode 5.1 pala. So, pwede nyo i-calculate as mode 5.1, palitawin nyo yung value ng AC sa ni BC. So, for AC, lilitaw dito, this will be equal to 18.75 kilonewton tension away from the joint, and we have BC, we have 18.75 kilonewton compression. Okay, so this is these are the forces, okay, ng Now guys, for number, which of the following provides the axial strain in member AC? Technically, for axial strain, okay, hindi ba this will be deformation AC simply equal to PAC, length AC, over the area ng AC, EAC. Tama? Okay? So, kung kukunin mo, for number 20 na to, the aluminum, to ba aluminum? AC pala yan, AC. Okay. We have the PAC na 18.75. We have 18.75 times 10 raised to 3. Okay, multiplied by the length of AC. Ang length of AC is given naman dito, di ba? Sinabi na nga natin that 3, 4, 5 yung slope natin. Therefore, the hypotenuse, yung length niya, 5 times 10 raised to 3. Okay? Next, for the area of AC, we are given with a cross-sectional area of 120 mm square multiplied by 200 times 10 raised to 3. So therefore, the deformation ng AC is simply equal to, okay, so 18, okay, 18.75 times 10 raised to 3 multiplied by 5 times 10 raised to 3 over 120 multiplied by 200 times 10 raised to 3. Simply, we have 3.91. So, we have 3.91 millimeter. So, guys, sasabihin ng iba, sir, bakit ganun? Strain yung hinahanap. Actual strain yung hinahanap natin. Technically, guys, pag actual strain yung hinahanap, di ba yun yung epsilon? However, sa choices naman natin, ibinigay yung deformation. So, assuming that the actual strain is the ratio between the deformation over the original length, okay, it could mean also that the actual strain is the deformation itself. So, yun. Okay. So, yun. Ayan. Okay. Yun ngayon yung for number 20. Now, eto na. Medyo challenging tong part na to for number 21, which will provide the safe value. Okay. So this is 21. Okay, lagyan natin dito 21. Okay, in our discussion, meron ako sa inyong binabanggit, di ba? Kasi sa sobrang liit ng deformation, we have 3.91 mm na actual strain for member AC. Okay. Sa sobrang liit ng deformation niya, it tends to be negligible yung change in angle. Kasi sa totoong buhay, may may kapal pa yung bar niyan. So yung 3.91 mm is sobrang liit niya. Kung ruler, tingnan mo, bilang tatlo dyan, 1, 2, 3, sabi mo 4 na since 91 siya, sobrang liit niyan. It tends to result that yung angle mo is negligible na yung change niya. Okay, kung negligible na yung change na, technically guys, wala ka nang dapat, hindi mo na kailangan i-consider yung change in angle niya. Ibig sabihin guys, okay, ulitin natin. Okay, 'di ba? Ang sabi ko sa inyo during our discussion, okay, that ang pinakaunang step in solving this type of problems is draw the projected deformation. Okay. Draw the projected deformation. Ngayon guys, ito-drawing natin yung projected deformation niya. Okay, hindi ba sabi natin that etong portion na to, ito, letter C na to, is mag-shift siya papunta dito. Tama ba? Mag-shift siya dyan. So, this will be your C prime. Ang projected deformation natin is siyempre hahaba. Ito, kaya nga compression yan. Hahaba yan papunta dito. Tama? Tapos, ito naman, is hahaba papunta dito. Nagkakaintindihan ba? Next. Okay? Next. Ayun yung draw. Yun yung projection natin. Yung kulay red. Okay? For letter B naman, ang next step natin, okay, for this type of problems is extend the original. Okay? Extend or compress. Okay? Depende kasi yan. Since, ganito guys mga nagmamuti, mamimili lang tayo ng isa. Okay? Kung ano pipiliin natin, yung bang na-compress o yung na-extend na member. Okay? Extend or compress the member. Okay? Extend or compress the member. Okay, wait lang. The length of the extend or compress the length of the member. The length of the member by the deformation. Mamimili ka lang dyan ng isa. Ano ba gusto mo dyan? Yung AC or yung BC? Kasi kailangan mo dyan yung value ng deformation. So, pipiliin na lang siguro natin si AC. Dahil nakuha na natin that the deformation of AC is 3.91. So, pipiliin natin ngayon dyan is etong member. Wait lang. Is etong member AC natin. Nakuha? Ayan ngayon si member AC natin. Ngayon, ang sabi sa letter B, i-extend daw natin siya. Okay? I-extend natin siya or i-compress. Ngayon, si AC kasi dito is given that 3.91 elongate yan. Kasi nga, tension, di ba? Saka nakakita ng isang bagay na hinila tapos umikli pa. Ay, baliw yun pag ganun. Okay? So, wag yung ganun lang yun. Ibig sabihin, since tension yung tension yung member AC natin, o technically, nag-elongate yan. Kung nag-elongate yan, i-extend mo yan. No? Extend natin siya. Ayan. Nagkakaintindihan? So, in-extend na natin siya. So, ito yung kulay blue. Wala akong blue. Teka lang. Ayan, ito ngayon yung kulay blue. Now, for the next one, for letter C, okay, yung connect, ilagay natin, connect the tip of projected deformation to the tip of extended length. Okay? Ano ba yung tip ng projected deformation natin? Di ba ito? Tapos, ano daw yung tip ng projected length natin? I say dito. Okay? Now, di ba ang note natin dyan, okay, note that their intersection, note that the point of intersection, okay, creates what? Perpendicular angle. So, ibig sabihin, yung point of intersection, pag in-extend natin to, okay, wait lang. Okay, pag in-extend natin to, diba? Pinag-connect natin yung point nung yung point ng projected natin saka na extended, makakabuo daw siya ng ganyan. So, kung ganun pala, okay? At by the way, yung extended length natin na to, ito yung deformation ng AC natin, tama? Which is nakuha natin that the value this will be 3.91 mm. If that's the case, pwede naman natin i-isolate yung ating triangle. So actually, pwede na yan. So dito na lang siguro natin i-solve para na-visualize nyo pa rin. Okay? So this is 90 degrees. Okay? Ilan to ngayon? Di ba this is still equal to pero for convenience siguro para mas madali siyang i-solve siguro kunin natin angle na to, tama? Di ba yung angle na to is simply equal to angle na yan. Okay? So ilan ngayon yun? So technically tangent of 3/4 lang yan. Arctangent of 3/4, makukuha natin yung 36.87 degrees, tama? O pag nakakalimutan nyo pa rin, lagi yung tatandaan nito. Okay? Kung yung angle na to equal dito, therefore yung angle na to is equal to dito. We have 36.87. So this is 36.87. Ito guys, yung iyong 3.91 millimeter. Nagkakaintindihan? So, ang hinahanap natin is ito, the horizontal deformation. If that's the case, paano yan? Okay? Makinig mabuti. Di ba magkamali-mali pa kayo dito? Laging tatandaan that, alam nyo naman to, that the side opposite to your angle is your opposite side. The side adjacent to your angle or nakadikit within the hypotenuse and this will be your adjacent side. The longest side of the triangle is opposite doon sa may perpendicular angle mo. Nagkakaintindihan ba? So, if this is perpendicular angle, the 90 degree angle, yung opposite sa kanya, yun yung hypotenuse. Nagkakaintindihan. So, if that's the case, ayan yun. Now, ano ngayon yung h natin? Therefore, the hypotenuse. Tapos, anong tong 3.91 na to? 3.91 na yan. Therefore, that will be our adjacent. Tama ba? Okay. So, ibig sabihin, we have cosine of 36.87 is equal to adjacent, which is 3.91 millimeter over the horizontal displacement. So, the horizontal displacement is simply equal to what? So, we have cosine of 36.87 equal to 3.91 over the delta H. This is simply equal to we have 4.889 or 4.89. 4.83 nakalagay yan. That's the 4.88 pala. Ayan, 4.88 millimeter. So choices natin, the closest is ito. Okay? So, kanina, we have this one. So, ayan. I hope naging malinaw sa inyo. Ayun. So, isesend ko naman tong solution ko. Hopefully, ma-send ko siya. And so, yun ang para sa ating number 21. So, ang sagot natin for number 21 is eto.